Masjid Al-Ansar was built on the theme of a community-friendly mosque. And in fact, for this particular mosque building, we work closely with the architect. And what you see at this mosque now is basically an open concept. It's gateless and fenceless. And this open concept was in fact deliberate to attract people coming to mosque. Congregants have compliment for the designing of the prayer space at level 1. Moving upwards to level 3, we have the multi-purpose hall. And the multi-purpose hall can accommodate 251 for every session. And on Fridays, it's being used for Friday prayers too.
Our vision is to be Muslim community of excellence, and our mission is to make Al-Ansar a religious center that the community look up to by providing Islamic education and offering excellent social development services for all. We won the BCA Universal Designs Gold Award in May 2016. This award represents the accessibility of the mosque to the elderly and handicapped in our community.
We strive to meet the needs of the congregants as part of their religious and spiritual development in the ever-challenging world today for all ages. We also have adult Islamic learning known as Adil in both Malay and English languages.
Beside these classes, we have annual programs and events, and we also do tahnik and tahlik for the newborn.
You will find at the mosque, Jama'ah who come in group and recite Quran all together. With all these religious programs and services, we hope to play a part in creating a more resilient community of today and the future.
Al-Life Madrasah at Ansar Mosque offers kids, tweens, teens and youth programs. We have been actively reaching out to the residents of Bedok North and Chai Chee neighbourhood. Currently, with 800 students in hand, Al-Life Madrasah at Ansar Mosque strives to provide quality, holistic and integrated Islamic education for the community. The Al-Life program aims to develop soleh and solehah children who are nurtured with taqwa and akhlaq. At the same time, they are knowledgeable in Islam, become practicing Muslim, show care and concern towards others.
The integrated program that we put great emphasis on embraces a holistic and interdisciplinary approach which promote the physical, intellectual, social, emotional and creative development of the child to enable us to extract the full potential of the children in our kindergarten.
A mosque is no longer a place of worship solely, but it's a place to develop people. So we know the potential and the asset of the youth to our generation. These youth volunteers, they are all volunteers. So these youth are actually the youth leaders. So we call themselves as VYL, Volunteer Youth Leaders. These are all the identified youths where they are the normal youth volunteers, but slowly we identify them and we develop them. Their skill, socially, spiritually, to become the agent of change or the catalyst to the community.
one of Al-Ansar Mosque mission is an acknowledgement by the community in offering excellent social development services to the community lah. We have reached out to the community who lives around Chai Chee and also Bedok area in providing them with monthly Muiz Zakat financial assistance. We conduct monthly home visits to the client who are actually immobile and also have difficulties in going out.
One of the important group in the mosque that we must have is the volunteers. Without volunteers, I can tell you, the staff won't be able to run the mosque.
I like to get involved with the mosque. Whenever they have events, I will offer my helps in every way that I can. And beside that, I fully spend my time at the mosque to attend all the courses that they are having it here.
The next thing that we want to see is also the non-Muslim coming in to see what's the excitement at the mosque. What are the things that is relevant to them as part of the precinct, and in the national level, what can we share with them, and then what can they expect to get from the mosque. Masjid Al-Ansar, when it started in 1981 specifically, will be just to meet with what the congregants want. I mean, a space for prayers and the classes that they need for their spiritual enhancement.
In September 2012, we moved to the temporary location, which is just nearby here, still at Bedok North Avenue 1. We stayed there for almost 2.5 years. The fundraising process is really one of the activities that bond the MMB staff, volunteers and Jemaah together. We work very hard as we believe the new Ansar with its new facilities will be able to benefit Jemaah more. Alhamdulillah, now Ansar can cater more than 4,500 worshippers. What I hope for the mosque is for the staff, MMB, volunteers and Jemaah to be like one big family, to understand each other, to run the mosque just like their own house.
We see ourselves playing an integral part in community building and nation building in this great country, Singapore.